Hello everyone, welcome to Indian Current Affairs podcast channel. Today we are going to discussing some of very important MCQs related to this week's current affairs. So let's start the first question. What is the purpose of the Indian Coast Guard Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, MRCC? So it is established recently, that's why a question related to this one. So Indian Coast Guard Maritime Rescue Coordination Center. First option, to monitor marine oil pollution incidents in the Indian Ocean region. Second option, to provide training in pollution response techniques to various organizations. Third one, to enhance coordination and effective of maritime rescue operations for mariners and fishermen in distress at sea. Fourth one, to manage the Coast Guard Air Enclave in Puducherry. So which of the following statements are correct? So answer to this one is option C. Option C is the correct answer. So the purpose of Indian Coast Guard Maritime Rescue Coordination Center was to enhance coordination and effectiveness of maritime rescue operations for mariners and fishermen in the distress at sea. So if you see the explanation, to enhance coordination and effectiveness of maritime rescue operations for mariners and fishermen in distress at sea, the MRCC in Chennai is equipped with advanced communication systems and highly trained personnel specializing in search and rescue procedures. It plays a vital role in maritime security along the Puducherry and South Tamil Nadu coast. So next question. What does the 2024 Global Report on Internal Displacement report published by the International Displacement Monitoring Center shows? So GRID report shows what about? So we have to find. First one, data on global and regional insights into internal displacement risks. Second one, analysis of disaster displacement in high income countries. Third one, insights into the impact of internal displacement on children. Fourth one, information on the number of people living in internal displacement. So what is the correct statement? So answer to this one is information on the number of people living in internal displacement. So internal displacement report shows this information. If you see the explanation, information on the number of people living in internal displacement. So explanation, the 2024 GRID report published by the IDMC provides data and analysis behind the 75.9 million people living in internal displacement as of the end of 2023. So it is the 9th edition of the GRID and includes global and regional insights into the risk, scale and impacts of internal displacement. The IDMC plays a crucial role in informing policy and operational decisions to improve the lives of the internally displaced people, so worldwide, and reduce the risk of future displacement. So next question, with reference to the Interpol red notices, which of the following statements is the correct? So Interpol red notices. So a red notice is an international arrest warrant issued by Interpol. Second one, member countries are bound by a red notice and must arrest the person mentioned irrespective of their own laws. So which of the following statements are correct? So both these statements are incorrect, because a red notice is a appeal to arrest a person, so not a warrant. And next one is, member countries are not bounded by this red notice, so it is just advisory one. If you see the explanation, a red notice is not an arrest warrant but a request for provisional arrest. Countries are not bound by it and follow their own laws. So next question, consider the following statements with reference to the Indian Coast Guard. So first one, the Indian Coast Guard operates under the Ministry of Home Affairs and has jurisdiction over territorial waters and the exclusive economic zone of India. Second one, the ICG is responsible for maritime law enforcement, search and rescue operations and marine environment protection in Indian maritime zones. Third one, it was established as an independent armed force under the Coast Guard Act of 1978. So which of the following statements are correct? So first statement is wrong, and second one is the ICG is responsible for maritime law enforcement, search and rescue operations and marine environment protection in Indian maritime zones. So this statement is correct. This is the main aim of the ICG. So next one is it was established as an independent armed force under the Coast Guard Act of 1978. So it is not comes under Ministry of Home Affairs, it comes under Ministry of Defence. So that's why first statement is wrong. If you see the explanation, because the Indian Coast Guard operates under the Ministry of Defence, not the Ministry of Home Affairs. So next question, the Storm 2035 recently in the news is related to the affairs of, first one, cyber security and AI generated disinformation. Second one, climate change and weather forecasting. Third one, a space mission targeting 2035. Fourth one, a global health pandemic initiative. So Storm 2035 is related to cyber security and AI generated disinformation. Because of ongoing elections, upcoming elections in United States, some of the anti-countries up to that US are trying to interfere in the elections by using misinformation in social media. So to act against that one, Storm 2035 is a cyber security and AI generated disinformation. If you see the explanation, Storm 2035 is related to a covert Iranian influence operation aimed at spreading disinformation and influencing political discourse, particularly in the US through the use of AI generated content. So they give the name to this one is Storm 2035. So this is the name given to them. Next question, rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility are related to the provisions of lending by which one of the following? First one, Asian Development Bank. Second one, International Monetary Fund. Third one, United Nations Environmental Program Finance Initiative. Fourth one, World Bank. So these two terms are used in IMF. So International Monetary Fund, rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility. So those countries which are in distress of the economy, so IMF provides urgent money to them. So that is comes under rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility. So next question, if you see the explanation, the rapid financing instrument provides prompt financial assistance to any IMF member country facing an urgent balance of payments need. So next question, consider the following statements with reference to the Regional Connectivity Scheme, RCS UDAN. So about UDAN, UDAN aims to connect unserved and underserved airports by reviving existing airstrips and airports. That is the first statement. Next statement is the scheme is fully funded by the central government without any contribution from the state governments. So third one, viability gap funding is used to make new regional flight routes financially viable under this scheme. So which of the following statements are correct regarding regional connectivity scheme? So first one and third one are correct, second one is wrong because it is joint initiative of both central government and state governments. Both are providing funds here. So and UDAN aims to connect unserved or underdeveloped airports. And third one is viability gap funding, means governments provide some funds to the private players to develop that airports. So if you see the explanation, the scheme is jointly funded by the central and state government, not solely by the central government. So next question, consider the following statements. The photosphere is the sun's outermost layer where sunspots appear. Second one, the solar wind is composed primarily of neutral atoms flowing outward from the sun. So which of the statements are correct? Both the statements are wrong about sun's atmosphere. If you see that the photosphere is not the outermost, it is corona is the outermost, it is the second outermost, and the solar winds is charged particles, not neutral atoms. So both the statements are wrong. If you see the explanation, the photosphere is the sun's outermost layer. Sorry, as the corona, not the photosphere, is the sun's outermost layer. Corona is the outermost layer and the photosphere is next to that one. So the solar wind is composed of charged particles, not neutral atoms. So if you see, this one is the atmosphere of the sun if you see here, sixth one is corona. So then before that one is chromosphere and photosphere, convective zone, radiation zone and core. So next question, the Dumbar Dam recently in the news is built on which of the following rivers? So Dumbar Dam. So is Tista river, Gomati river, Brahmaputra river, Ganga river. So which of the following is the correct answer? Answer to this one is Gomati river. So on Gomati river, Dumbar Dam is constructed. If you see the explanation, the Dumbar Dam is a hydropower project built on the Gomati river, which flows through the both India and Bangladesh. So next question, consider the following statements with reference to the Digital General Crop Estimation Survey, DGCES, Digital General Crop Estimation Survey. First one, the DGCES will provide plot level data with geotagged areas of crops acting as a single source of truth for crop data. So the DGCES is conducted by the Ministry of Food and Consumer Affairs. The DGCES integrates remote sensing, geospatial analysis and artificial intelligence to enhance the accuracy of crop production data. So which of the following statements are correct? So first statement and the third statement are correct. Second statement is wrong because it is implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, not the Ministry of Food and Consumer Affairs. So DGCES provides, so which crop is producing in which place. So that information is provided by DGCES. So it uses both remote sensing, geospatial analysis and artificial intelligence to provide accurate data. The survey is conducted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, not the Ministry of Food and Consumer Affairs. Next question, consider the following statements. Bud breeders' lung disease is caused by an immunological reaction to airborne avian antigens such as proteins in bud droppings and feathers. So next one is, symptoms of bud breeders' lung disease include fever, cough and shortness of breath due to exposure to these aviation antigens. So which of these statements are correct? So both the statements are correct. So this is the end of this week's current affairs. Thank you very much.